good, guys? It's your girl Faith, and welcome back to Faith Facts. We got a great video today. It is centering around this shirt. This is my dad's shirt. I feel like this is the type of shirt that a dad would wear, you know. Pops collar, one of the buttons undone, just t-shirt underneath, just sitting there on like a recliner. What I think dads would do when they're watching a certain type of genre of TV shows that are becoming really popular. Game shows, at least in my opinion, have had a really significant rise in the past few years. Like, this is a chart made by me showing how game shows were, let's say, 5 years ago and game shows now. There are so many game shows that are coming out. And it's not just on network television, but it's on cable and even streaming. I took the liberty of writing a list so that I didn't have to remember all these game shows. The $100,000 Pyramid, Card Sharks, The Celebrity Dating Game, Celebrity Family Feud, The Chase, Holy Moly 3D in 2D, The Hustler, Press Your Luck, To Tell the Truth, Bachelor in Paradise, and The Bachelorette. It's basically just a bunch of random people kissing each other and then getting into drama before the person just runs away. The Bachelor Nation, the Bachelor shows are game shows where you're supposed to find someone that you're supposed to fall in love with and get engaged to and then get married, and that probably isn't the point anymore. It's just about drama. And those are just the shows that are on ABC, which is a network channel. Let's Make a Deal, The Amazing Race, The Price is Right, Love Island, which I know you think is just a bunch of hot people walking around on the roof of a casino, just, you know, being hot people. It's actually a game show. What they win, I don't know. It's not even just on network or cable TV. It's on other streaming services too. Some of them that I can think of are Too Hot to Handle, a show on Netflix called Mass, Sexy Beast. There's so many other shows that I'll just put on here because I don't have the time to remember them. But the mother of all game show places where you can watch every single game show ever, probably, is the Game Show Network, which comes with basic cable packages in the US and is on a lot of those weird 4-letter streaming services / TV alternatives that I'm sure you've probably heard of before. Baggage, which is hosted by Jerry Springer. You know, Jerry Springer has a show, a game show on Game Show Network. Let that sink in for a little bit. Winsanity, America Says, which, plug it, wherever it is, Divided, Hollywood Game Night, Skin Wars, Minute to Win It, Deal or No Deal, Masterminds, Common Knowledge, Get Clue, American Bible Challenge, and Idiot Test. Those are just a few of them. And those, if you haven't seen them, are basically all the same show. You know, win money by doing something that has to do with something in the title. But I think the most egregious of these game shows that just show how saturated the market is with game shows are these. And I have to read them from here because I do not remember all of the names. The most egregious, the most nerve-wracking, the most anger-inducing game shows that I saw on Game Show Network are Emo Genius, where if you guess the emoji right, you get money for emojis. Again, let that sink in. You get money for emojis. Yeah, we have hit rock bottom. There's also a show called Cash Cab, where a random person in New York gets into a taxi, but they can win money if they know traveling and traffic trivia, and if they don't, then they still have to pay for their taxi, and they probably will end up late to wherever they need to go, because it's just a random taxi. Like, why? Why? College Bowl. The College Bowl has a long history in network television, and if you look on the renowned website Wikipedia.com, the most reliable source on the internet, says that the show started in 1953 as a radio show on NBC. And then in 1959 became a broadcast television show where students from different colleges would answer quiz-like questions and then win money. And then this show went on through 1963 and then was renewed in 1967 through 1973, and then it was kind of on and off again up until now, where the College Bowl is hosted by Peyton Manning and is on NBC, for the summer. But the worst thing about this is that they're not even trying to hide the sponsorship that, goes to fund this. You know how most game shows that we've seen so far, they have the name of what people do on the show in there. But this game show has Capital One Presents the College Bowl as their official name. When the show first began, it was sponsored by General Electric, or GE, and every chance you got, the host made sure that the viewers knew that they were being sponsored by GE. And now the same thing is going on with Peyton Manning on the Capital One Presents College Bowl.
Welcome to Capital One College Bowl. It's the ultimate academic challenge
and a chance for my little bro to finally step out of my shadow.
And now I'm doing all of this to show that game shows really are just big sponsorships. Not to mention that the entire point of the College Bowl is that 4 students from one university get a 4-year scholarship as their prize. And it just shows how these students can't afford to even go to college, and they need to test their wits in front of the Manning brothers just to prove that they deserve the money to get an education. And that in itself is kind of disappointing. And an even bigger way to show this is through this game show that Drew Gooden did an amazing video on, and I really liked it, and it helped to inspire this video, called Pepsi Wild Cherry. This game show is so bad. It's basically a big kind of slot machine looking screen where people have to answer quiz, trivia questions, quiz questions, and then they have to spin the slot machine, and if they get all of the cherries in the row, they win wild cherries, and they win money, of course. But there's no way to tell that the slot machine will ever land on a wild cherry because it's a slot machine. They are rigged for people to not win most of the time. So basically it's just people going on there sponsoring Pepsi and then making a fool of themselves as they try and bet more and more to get more money. Like, it's the worst form of consumerism. That's just the whole point of the video. I can end it right now. It's consumerism. That's why there's so many game shows. The problem in all of this is that there are so many of them, and we want to know why, right? Well, here's what I and a bunch of other people have said. Game shows are super easy to film. I mean, if you think about it, it's just one set where you get a host and then you get a bunch of random people from Kansas who come to Atlanta or California that want to win $10,000 before they leave. That doesn't cost networks a lot of money to produce. The show is set up in such a way that people can't really win more than like $10,000 on it. And this saves the networks money because they don't have to dole out, let's say, $500,000 for a drama action show. they can spend $10,000 on a game show and they can pull in millions and millions of viewers on a Saturday night in the middle of July. And that's why game shows are so rampant. Consumerism is a strong driver in the popularity of game shows. Like, everyone would love to win $10,000 by asking a few trivia questions and then spinning a wheel or asking for a number or some sort of thing. And this inspires people to watch these shows, thinking, oh, well, if I went out to California and I was on Card Sharks, then I'd get the right card and I'd win $25,000 and leave. I know that because that's what my mom said to me when we were watching Card Sharks last week. And this is a driver that allows people to kind of dream about, fast money, fast wealth. And it allows these same contestants that are actually on these shows to try more and more to get more and more money. Gambling. People love winning fast money. And if you're so close to winning it so many times, you're going to keep trying and trying to get it. These things come together. Consumerism, as I said, people love to look at money and want to get money. Capitalism, which is why there are so many game shows that are very clearly sponsored by one big sponsor that will shove it into your face so that you buy their product or use their service. Glamorization, which is the glamour of winning so much money, which goes hand in hand with gambling, trying more and more to get more money from something that could be gone in a snap, and to leave with nothing, knowing that you almost had $1 million, or you almost had $1 million. These are the four forces that live together in harmony until one day, I'm sorry, I tried to do a joke. Until one day, these all form together and create the glamorous, fun bouts of game shows. And why do dads like these game shows? Well, it's because they're fun, colorful, nice to look at, and they could always fall asleep, wake up, and then see they're still, there. On the same game show, where the person is going for the same thing, trying to get the same prize, over and over and over and over. Well, that ended kind of dark, so let's look at this wholesome meme. Feel better? I feel better. Well, if you like this video, don't forget to like this video up. And don't forget to subscribe and press notifications if you want to be notified every single time we post. We post every Sunday, most of the time. And anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we will see you later. Bye.